Divorce, also known as dissolution of marriage, is the process of terminating a marriage or a marital union. It requires the sanction of a court or other legal process, which may involve distribution of property, child custody, child visitation or access, parenting time, child support, to mention but a few. Today's topic, I know, is sensitive and causes goosebumps to many, but it is also pertinent to discussion. Welcome to Let's Talk with Sandra A. It's always great having you render your love for the show. Now, today we have the awesome privilege to host two special guests in our midst, and I will take the honor to introduce them. I will start with, Mr. Rajkara Brian. Thank you for having you again on this show.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
After Rajkara, we have Mr. Payira Boni. Payira Boni is a radio veteran, a journalist, radio consultant, CEO of Nyukana Nutrition. Yeah, Nyukana Nutrition. Nyokana, I don't know whether it's an Acholi word.
You pronounce it well.
It's just an Acholi word.
Yes,
so the one is saying Nyokana.
It's like my porridge.
My porridge, yeah. So he's the CEO of Nyokana Nutrition, which is a company producing, manufacturing nutritious porridge flour. He is also a CEO humanist in northern Uganda, a CBO promoting humanistic values through education with the nursery and primary school in Malako. And the most interesting bit about Mr. Payira is that he is an atheist.
Whoa.
That means he does not in any way believe in the existence of God.
Or any supernatural being.
Exactly. So that is Mr. Payira.
Special.
Yes. And then we also have yet another awesome privilege to host Mr. Kasozi. Yes, you're welcome, and thank you for always honoring our invite, Mr.
It's my pleasure.
Yes, and then the usual home girl, Sandra, is with us, Mrs. Sandra Rajkara. Yes, so like I said, today we are going to look at divorce, and we want to navigate on the causes and how we can possibly reduce on divorce. So let's start the show right away. In your knowledge, what are the causes of divorce, or why is divorce on the rise currently? Whoever is ready, open.
Oh wow!
Whoever is ready,
okay.
Is open.
Yeah. I think you define divorce, but. We left out because not every union is taken to church, is taken to court, or taken to the mosque. There are unions that go traditional.
True.
So there are unions that actually don't go through all those things.
Absolutely.
The cohabiting bit. That is also what? Already a union between two people. Now, you see, we have had girlfriends and boyfriends. Why have we had girlfriends and boyfriend, not girlfriend and boyfriend, when we are growing up? Because we separated with them. Yeah. In other words, we would say we divorced them. But because it was not legal, so we say we separated with them
while looking for greener pastures.
While either yes, in most cases, one, because we were still young. Okay, we didn't know what getting into a relationship or a union mean. Okay. For me now, I'll think in a very big summary that can still be exhausted. That people divorce because they don't know why they get married.
Beautiful.
You get it?
There should be need.
We divorce because we don't know why we marry.
Beautiful.
Now, if today I marry because, okay, my wife marries me because of money. Tomorrow when I don't have money,
Definitely to
Crash.
now if my wife married me because I look handsome, and then tomorrow I get an accident and my face becomes something else, what will happen?
Yes. Yes.
Now, because marriage relationship is a commitment that is not going to see that Rajkara has one shoe, that is not going to see that. Forgive me for giving you two as examples because you are the only one who are together here.
Yeah.
So he is not going to look at Sandra has money or Sandra is working.
Yeah.
We all have our different reason for wanting to settle with someone.
absolutely.
By the time Rajkara went to Sandra, trust me, Rajkara didn't know Sandra's second name. Or he did not even know her names. But he was already attracted to her. When Sandra said yes, I'll give you my number. Now, they give you my number is to know Rajkara more.
Oh yeah.
But the whole process, the whole reason for giving the number is she has already appreciated Rajkara.
Yeah.
You don't give a number to someone you don't want to know more,
Absolutely.
someone you're not attracted to.
However, a few of us have very sweet tongues. True.
So the tongues alone
Still the
are
point
enough.
of the point of
You see,
attraction.
the point of attraction is that the whole thing is you liked him before knowing him. He liked you before knowing you. Now, for me, that takes me to relationship being something that's why they say love is blind. Because you don't know why you love someone. You don't know why you want to marry someone. I've always told my wife that the day I get reason as to why I love you, know that I'm soon leaving you. Because the day I get to know or to tell you why I love you, know that I am soon leaving you.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Because
I agree with you.
yeah, because
You don't need to
I
have a reason.
do not need to have any reason for loving you. I just need to love you. I love you, not your legs.
Unconditionally.
And that is what now unconditional love is. So when you get to know why you love someone, that is when you get to know when you're going to divorce this person or when you're going to leave this person. Because you leave someone because they have failed to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
You leave somebody because they have failed to appreciate you. I want to talk like I talk alone, but I'm not alone here, so I'm going to allow you guys also talk.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother. He has really given us amazing perspective. And I would want to start off from what he has shared. For one to get married, you should have a need. And you really have to address the need. But also before you need to get married, you need to nurture the need. It has to grow. You have to water it. Unfortunately, today we jump into a relationship of 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, and we already want to get married. And that is why divorce is on a higher rise. And quite a number of responses I would really share. One is being communication issues. Quite a number of couples have very poor communication skills among them. I would cite an example. There is this question that is always asked by women. Where are you? It's a question men don't want to hear. And answering that question is very hard.
Excuse me, is that a question that is asked by only women or even men ask that question?
When I ask
men ask,
when I ask him, where are you? He's going to, hey, I'm here, and that Mama Pio, we are eating pork.
We are eating pork. And with the boys.
Yeah, the same. At the same time, if the wife asks, where are you?
Let's say I was
You know,
here eating
He
pork.
may Ade,
That
when I'm
question,
eating beans,
that question is
Where are
very
you eating that
hard.
beans?
However, how I wish we learned that that question is not only for fault finding. Sometimes she really wants to get to know how secure are you.
Exactly.
And it doesn't really have to open up and say, it doesn't have to really say, I am with the boys, today I am getting back a little late, by 2 I will be home. So communication is very key. And sometimes it really lacks, it is terrible. Some people are very quiet to themselves, and that has really led into divorce. Infidelity is another issue. I am married to one of the most beautiful ladies on earth. But trust me, every day I see another very beautiful lady better than her. Does it mean I have to chase after that? No. I really have to agree and say the one I have should be enough. And let the other one be taken by another person. Compatibility is another issue. That is why they say you really need to date for quite a long time. I tell people that we dated for about 5-6 years and then got married. People say, what the
It's okay.
that is what people say. I'm not sure. You get it? Like you really wasted 5-6 years of her time.
but you are eating.
But she's been patient. And I
Are
married
you
her.
going to answer that question?
Of course. Of course. One thing was leading to the other. And that
The
is-
rest remained.
and the rest remained history. So infidelity remains a very big issue. Financial problems and stability is very big. Like you said, today you marry me when I have the money, and the next day I don't have the money, and the woman will say, never. I am not going to stay in that broken, like that broke marriage.
And yet she grew up through that broken.
Oh my God.
Yes. Very true. Very true. Sometimes we push the men to really
Do what
level up.
What their fathers.
But man, your brother is very broke. He's not even, he doesn't have what you're really demanding from the man. And these are some of the few things that has really led to, divorce.
Oh, wait a minute. It's
Yes.
like you're saying divorce always comes from the point of a woman being dissatisfied with what the man is. It's like you're blaming all the
I am not blaming the women. I am talking for the men. But also, on the other side, I really want to agree with the ladies on the other side of life. I did talk about compatibility. You really need to take time, get to know this person. 30% bad, 70% okay. That means I can either live with the 30% even if she doesn't change, or I'm going to give her room to change. So compatibility is very key. That is why you start looking at the legs and be like, no, I really can't put up with this. And you start switching goalposts. You look at his head, not well formed. You think about the labor, and you say, no, I am not going to allow this happen. These are very serious issues. Another thing is intimacy issues. Like when you're married, you need to be a beast in the bedroom. Some people want to be godfather. They want to be the
Add on what you're saying. Yes, add on what you're saying. You see, the thing is, by the way, the number one reason, which may be a reason for getting a man or a woman, is sex. Is sex. Like Kara got attracted to you because of sex.
Wow.
Nothing else.
Wow.
It was sex.
Wow.
If the sex is not there, my sister, you become roommates.
brother than sister.
That's when they start calling my roommate. When they are reporting you home, they report my roommate is okay. Because the intimacy is not there. So you become roommates. Wow. You live and sleep in her jeans, no problem. The desire to sleep naked will disappear.
You become a bro.
Actually,
You become a sis.
I always put myself into thoughts. How can you wake up in the morning and think of divorcing someone you just had sex with last night.
So you're saying if sex is enough, no one can.
When the bed is shaking,
The home is stable. Make some noise.
When the bed is shaking, yes, no.
An intimately satisfied woman
But how much sex
is
is enough
happy.
for men? How
The
much
happiest.
sex is enough for you, men?
As a
Sex
man,
is the bed can shake, but once the
sex
week
has never been enough for a man.
Oh boy.
No.
Actually, for man, putting in perspective that both woman and man, even women are never satisfied.
One of my uncles told my son, "You've gotten married, even when she's mingling. Call her. Come." When you're in the bedroom, call her to bring for you drinking water. Let this water hold the glass of water. Let this water hold her hand. Use the hand to put the glass of water down. Chapa, do the needful. You're not going to be taken to prison because she is your legally married
from that
wife.
explanation.
And that is why she has come into your
No,
home.
I think that is the reason why it is in most cases men are the ones going to have
Extramarital. Exactly.
Because imagine the wife has just given birth and then there is that grace period of let's say 2, 3, 4 months. And since you men are saying sex has never been enough for a man, you can't wait for 4 months. So you have to go out and
None of
That's
us
what you're
said we
saying.
can't wait. We can really
we can wait.
We are very patient.
We can try to wait.
But when
you can try to wait.
That one is clear. So try to wait.
Okay, next.
So zeroing down still to the intimacy bit of it is that the way I married you, we really need to play. Sometimes she gives birth to one child. You take one, she says, "Tata boy, you leave me. I don't want to disturb me." You get you even warned and the finger point at you. Man, I am going to tickle you. I want you to jump and say, "But you," and then you play around and lie. Before I wrap it and probably give it down to Brian, I want to really share something about substance abuse. That comes from alcohol, comes from smoking, comes to drugs, and many others. Sometimes it becomes too much, and the woman can't really contain it, or even the man can't contain a woman who abuses drugs extensively. And these are part of the main reasons that leads to divorce.
Yeah, from Mr.
Actually, my two brothers here brought out very important points. Actually, they made the floor open. I'm going to start off from where Mr. Kasozi stopped. One of the key reasons why people are divorcing rapidly nowadays is getting into marriage when you are young. Yeah, you're young. You have not grown to the specific age where you can contain the pressure, because you know marriage of course comes with a lot of pressure. You get into marriage maybe because of the pressure from your family. Yeah, it is not at will that
Even your peers now getting
exactly.
married and
Yeah, all my classmates are now married. I also need to. It is not a
Competition.
Yeah, it's not a competition or something to test. That let me also try.
Test the water.
Yeah. So when you get married when you're young, you may find that it is actually different from what you have been thinking. Yeah. So there comes a time when you are not compatible. Find yourself moving out of that specific marriage. Another thing is pressure from relatives. I understand there are some people, both boys and girls, they enter into marriage. Actually, you and your spouse, you love each other, but maybe your relatives are not okay with the partner you picked. Okay, especially it's very common from the sides of women. Okay, you may find the mother is against that marriage. Even from the time you brought that boy to introduce him to your home, the family members are already hating him. Your sisters are against him. You know, so the guy will come in just because of that love he's having for you, but he will struggle.
And by the way,
Along the way,
once your mother-in-law
Hates you.
does not like you in the relationship,
It will not work.
To be
In
for
fact,
the
once,
man,
once you
Yes.
notice,
Both, actually.
yeah, both. But once
but
you
women
notice,
persevere. But
once you notice that,
especially for the men.
yeah,
For the men, it's the
persevere.
highest.
once you
Because
notice
so
that,
many
once
dramas.
you
Yeah.
notice that when you're dating, leave that marriage.
True.
It will not work.
True.
When you notice what?
When you
When
notice
you notice that your mother,
your in-laws,
The mother of your
the
girl.
mother of your girl does not like you,
leave
just
it.
leave the girl.
Leave
We
it.
also do the same for men. If your mother
Now,
doesn't like
men because we are the one who start the homes.
Oh, yes.
Exactly.
They
So,
can
and of
stand
course,
there.
I can choose and then say, Mommy, you married your husband
who is
we
my
need to
father.
interfere. I may not even need to say it's my father, because that one will put me in a position of being
Contending with
being
your
a son.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, you married your husband.
Yeah.
We did not complain.
Independently.
Yeah.
We did not complain. So allow me to marry my wife
Okay.
without
it's
you
your family.
interfering. Because tomorrow you're not going to be there, and you're not there every day.
Absolutely.
You don't know what this girl has done for me. You don't know what she's doing. I mean, I have dated, but if I have found out that
Finally.
this is the one,
Yeah.
that means I've gone through all the vettings.
Absolutely.
That brings me to what my grandmother taught me. You better break 1,000 hearts, but
Yeah.
never break a single marriage. So that means before you zero down to the one you're marrying, it is okay. Break all the hearts the way you want.
Okay.
It's okay. They will heal.
They will heal and move
But
on.
the marriage, you already have two families
Oh,
brought
yeah,
together.
yeah, oh, yeah.
You have children in it.
Yes.
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 yeah.
And of course, as I always tell my wife, that the family you build is more important.
The family you come from.
Yes. It is yours. It's your family. The other one is for your father and your mother.
I love this.
Yes.
Like I
It is yours.
always say,
You
that,
understand?
you know,
So when you're coming in, come wholeheartedly. That you know, I'm going there to start my own family. Something that belongs to me, I have to take it dearly. Then the last one, I think sometimes divorce can be like the last resort in a situation where maybe in that marriage you're experiencing physical and emotional abuse. Okay? We know of at least some families in our society where the man is always battering the woman. You know, it is like a battleground. They're fighting. You know, abuses, all sort of hardships the woman is going through. That is when, at least as a young man, if you're having your sister out there, you'll hear someone saying, "Eh, how comes you treat our sister like ABC?" Yeah. So you find that such a marriage, the family of the affected will say, you know, of course, abuses, even men, we do experience the same, by the way. So your family, your relatives, friends, and the likes of it, they'll come in and say, you know what, let's save this person from that beast. Yeah. So I think those are
from your
key points.
discussions, I've picked two things that I would like to expand on. I think currently people go into marriage with a lot of expectations,
Yes.
and now when they fail to get what they had expected, then it becomes, you know, they begin to think otherwise. So this is in most cases with ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Women.
The young ladies.
The young ladies, the new breed of ladies, the new generation.
They say I've hit a jackpot.
So now they go with that perception that, okay, this is the guy, and I think, based on what I see, I think he can be able to offer me this, and that. And now when they go there and those expectations are not being met, they begin to make a U-turn. And when you talk of intimacy, there are a number of reasons why sometimes intimacy now goes down. And I'm looking at also when children come in, the attention of the wife is divided. Because first of all, for us, we also treat you husbands as children. The way you want to be handled, also like children. That delicate person that we need to also handle you with care. So now I have this baby, and then I have the big baby, and sometimes it is hard. And then I have my work. I'm also this career woman. Now it becomes very hard, and it leads to now frustration and
But at the end of the day, however much there are conflicting loyalties, one thing you need to put forth is that, for me and my wife, we have agreed that our children will never come in between us.
Same with us.
I agree the fact that the child is going to be there, we are going to have that divided attention. But after putting him to bed, my son is always stubborn. Focus on me. Come, baby.
Come closer.
Come on, Ricardo.
Yeah,
I also think, I also think, because when we marry, we marry for us.
Yes.
Not even for the children.
Absolutely.
It's for us. So I think children should never be used as a reason for our attention shifting.
Yeah.
Because the truth is this. The truth is that these children will grow
Yes.
and they will leave you.
Yes.
And then you remain the two of you.
Yes.
You never created any bond when the children were there. Because you say you are giving attention to
The
children.
kids.
Now the loneliness kicks in. That's why now you find a woman requesting for grandchildren to come and visit, and yet as if she doesn't have a husband who is always home.
Yeah. Let my grandchildren come and give me company.
Yes, you're looking for company when you have company there. But the blame should not. The blame should be taken back to the time when you are still young, that we ignored each other and cared for these children more than you are supposed to care for yourselves.
Yes.
So whatever God has put together, let no one put it,
Including your children.
including the children.
Exactly.
For me, I feel there are about 2 or 3 things that always lead to divorce. One is, I think, in our dispensation, we've lost the patience and the zeal to make marriage work, which wasn't the case back in the days. Yeah, because marriage itself is work. And anything that involves work needs effort, needs your time, needs resources and all these things. But most couples tend to forget about the work bit of marriage. We are so adamant, we are so relaxed, we have I don't care attitude, we are carried away by the demands of life, forgetting that actually the basis of life is actually in the family. And so because now people don't have the patience with each other, maybe a small fight happens, or like I'm going back to my parents' home, these small things happen, you're on the run, is one reason why divorce is actually on the rise. The other thing is I think I was sharing behind the scene. You know how those days people used to fear HIV/AIDS? Like, they would even tell us, even when you touch someone who is sick, you will get the disease. Chilling. Hey, good night, don't touch, don't share food, you understand? So we grew up with that fear of just as divorce back in the days, it was looked at like a taboo, some sort of a bad thing that brings shame, which is no longer the case. You understand? So ladies will be like, oh, self-love, I don't care what a man can do, a woman can do better. You understand? So like we tend to that lie that makes you think you don't fear divorce. Actually, for me, I feel that the feeling of having divorce being a normal thing, like people, like someone even called, I am a divorcee, boldly, proudly, and you're like, okay. So now other people will see it, and like, okay, so divorce is normal.
I remember seeing someone even had a party.
They cut a cake.
Divorce party.
Divorce party.
And then
Finally divorced.
lastly, I feel, I'm sorry to say this, my dear men, including my husband, but I feel home training is limited for the men. I feel women are more prepared
For marriage.
for marriage. The aunties, the singers, bridal showers, this and that, they're telling you, keep your marriage, kneel, submit, do this, do this. But tell me how many men are prepared, are groomed, are nurtured to be husbands to be fathers today?
Zero.
Zero.
Very few.
Women are even the first to walk out of marriage.
Very few.
Yeah.
Because
Because of the training that has been
no,
these days.
It's actually women who seek for divorce,
Exactly.
not men.
now I feel because now the men are not prepared. A woman will try to shoulder things, swallow things. The man is not making efforts. You understand?
But the
then
training is-
eventually,
The training is that marriage is hard. So you have to take it.
Marriage is not a bed of
It's not a bed of
roses.
roses. So you have to take it. That is what they train you. The Sengas in Buganda, the moment a woman leaves home and goes to their home and asks go to the Senga, the Senga is never going to blame the man.
The man.
The Senga is going to say, Gendo ture wekalirire. It is your marriage. Whether the guy is having sex in the next room, it
You
is
wait
your
for
house.
him.
Wait, it is your
now
house.
that is the problem. That is where I see the problem. Tradition favors men.
Yeah.
That's why when Bonnie said, in case of divorce, it's the woman that is looked at. Like how she failed in her marriage. That woman, she failed. Look at her. The women from that home are like that. And so I feel home training is not given enough
Look,
to the men.
even if we really say that home training is not given enough to the men, I would also want to concur with you and say that some families encourage divorce.
Oh, yeah.
They welcome their daughters and sons back home. Like, man,
With ease.
with ease. Like, it's a warm welcome back. If your mother was welcomed back to their home, would you be there?
Of course not.
Would they give birth to you? And so that is one of the biggest reasons.
You see also on what she said about us men not getting that home training. Considering the number of divorce we have in this country, or even worldwide, you go look on internet, just divorce. See, you realize that out of 100, 99 point something was triggered by women.
Women, yes.
So that means the training has really not helped women.
Yeah.
The preparation of a woman to go have their family, love their
And take good care of it.
and thin and thick. That marry your friend.
Yeah.
But we take this marry your friend in a very wrong way. We think marry your friend is you two have been friends, then you should marry each other.
Oh, yeah.
And yet this is what I think it is. That you marry someone you can be friends with.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Someone you can joke with.
Someone you can joke with. Someone you can talk about just anything.
Anything and everything.
Yeah.
But not to marry your friend maybe because your friendship started from primary,
Primary.
high school. Then because they are your friends. And trust me, that friendship is different from when it transforms to
Exactly.
when sex gets involved. It changes. Why the sex is a devil? Let me use that.
We shall talk about that in the next episode.
Now, because I think in conclusion,
Yes.
I think before we get married, we must also understand that the alternative of marriage should not be divorce.
Oh, yeah.
Very true.
I am so against divorce. That is why when I am talking with someone who divorced, I am not light with those people. I am not light. Because one, you are the person who doesn't endure. You are the person
It's fine.
I mean, all this. I mean,
Why run away so easily?
You men will be
It's so
fine.
push the guy. I want this. I'm not going no anywhere.
Oh, yes. We shall not go
Take a deep
anywhere.
breath.
Beautiful.
We shall, in the next episode, we shall look at how to reduce divorce. So you have all the time to release without.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. Thank you very much. It has been a vibrant discussion, and we hope next time again when we call you, you come.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, our dear viewers. We are ending here today. We've been at Lovana Hotel, just near the Gulu University here. Please don't forget to pass by and get some things
And
from here.
subscribe,
Yeah, and
right?
also subscribe to this channel. Continue watching, and yeah, from us, bye.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Thank you.
Yeah.